Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. These readings are totally free. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Scorpio, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. 10 of Wands, maximum effort. This card represents somebody who is willing to put in 1,000%. Willing to put the pedal to the metal, to do what it takes, to give. This is a generosity with your time, effort, and energy. A real generosity. And this is kind of saying, like, I guess asking the question, what are you giving your energy to? What are you being so generous with your time and energy? Okay, and what is the result of that? That input, right? All that you're investing in this other thing. Okay, I think you're somebody that would, at the drop of a hat, you would stop what you're doing to go help a friend. Okay, that you would, you'd be on this journey through the desert, and you would make sure that everybody has enough. You would make sure that nobody's left behind. You're carrying people on your shoulders. You're dragging people behind you. When you could just go off on your own, save yourself, No, you have this connection with other people. Okay? And it really shows the things in life that you value. You want to win, you want to succeed, but you also have what you feel like is an obligation to the world around you, Let's look at this card a little bit closer. Nothing is anything without some context, right? Our next card is the 8 of Cups, an Ace of Wands, 10 of Cups, the Hermit, and the 10 of Swords. Interesting. I think the energies we have here, right? 10 of Cups, but the 10 of Wands with the 8 of Cups, I think you could easily have just kind of retired into your own pleasure and joy back here. The Hermit could have ran off with this 10 of Cups and just said, I'm done. I don't need to do anything else. I'm enjoying myself. No, I feel like you're almost a Bodhisattva energy that is choosing to devote your time, energy, and effort and or maybe money to the healing of the world, to healing other people, to continue to heal yourself too, but I think to liberate others. To me, this is very much a configuration of energy that is saying you are perhaps yourself liberated, but I think that you have chosen to remain here to help other people, to liberate other people. And now I don't know if we're talking about spirituality or financially, emotionally, in life and maybe in your career, your job, maybe it is, I don't know where, if this is your family stuff. I feel like you're in a way, the Hermit is sort of sacrificing the contentment and the fulfillment and really just kind of staying home and enjoying this. You're choosing to go back out and continue to work. It's like someone who wins the lottery, multimillionaire, and what you're doing instead is you're still going to go to work because it's not about the money. It's about having that kind of honorable task, having that holy duty before you. And the bottom card we have here, 3 of Wands, virtue. Right? Feeling the nobility and the holiness and the rightness of what you're doing, regardless of the what you have to sort of postpone your own nirvana, your own enlightenment, your own freedom or something, in order to heal other people. It could be that we have healed, we've achieved this 10 of Cups satisfaction, love, abundance, and you're trying now to be generous with that and do that for others and help other people to arrive there too. Yeah. You're somebody, and we could be talking like in a business sense or in an artistic fashion. Here's the Lover's card. Here is a Queen of Swords, the Chariot, and the 9 of Wands. Wow, this is a big level up for you. I think this is really the biggest win of your life, and it's kind of showing like, what are you going to do with that? When you get everything that you want in life, what kind of person are you going to become? You know, I feel like you're being generous with your energy, that you're giving back. You're helping others with what you are achieving. Okay, let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right here with Jimbo the Lizard King, aka Mr. Lizard. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end. All right. It will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during this program you feel like you know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments down below. Okay. Let's take a look around the room here. We see some good major arcana, 1, 2, 3. Right? The Hermit, the Lovers, and the Chariot. Okay? I feel like your journey continues. I feel like even when you get the biggest win of your life, when you get the ultimate satisfaction and fulfillment, this is the 10 of Cups that says, I don't need anything else. Well, you're still going to have something to do. You could retire. You could win the lottery. You can get everything you've ever wanted in life. You still have something important to do. Your quest does not end. It may be that your goals shift. Maybe now it's kind of saying, look, I have resources I need to share. I'm giving back. Maybe I'm being generous with those people that have helped me, or I'm learning how to pay it forward. Okay. We've got fire, fire, and fire. You got the water and the water. You got the air and the air. And what we don't have is any earth energy, really. So to me, I don't know that this is necessarily about money. I feel like this is about energy. It's about time and attention. It's about devoting your time to other people, devoting your attention to other people that, you know, that have this kind of, this 10 of Cups, you know, or that have the 8 of Cups. And really what I'm feeling is that this is a perfect health. This is saying there's an illness. You know what I mean? It's kind of like this is perfection. This is like something needs to be lifted up. Something needs to be filled, right? It's like I have a lot of love in me, and I need to find out those things in life that I can apply my energy to that need love. I want to find other ways to be of service in a way, you know? But we don't have any earth energy, one, because I feel like it doesn't necessarily matter what you're doing, so long as you feel like your efforts are being, that your efforts are going in the right direction. You know, to me it feels like a very selfless energy, and it does have that bodhisattva kind of vibe to it. All right. So let's talk about this. This is applying and investing, donating, really being generous with our attention and our energy and our spiritual vitality. Okay? This is about using your power to heal. Okay? To lift things up, to raise the vibrations of others, of the world around you, of your friends, your family, yourself, your pets, your plants, everybody. Okay? You're finding those areas of life that are diminished, that are not as full as they could be, and you're applying your energy to those things. This could be aspects of your life. It could be your friends, family. It could be your neighborhood. It could be the world at large. It could be the universe as a whole. Okay? I don't know how locally we're talking here. This could be the idea that, you know, I've reached fulfillment in one area of my life, and this is another area that I'm identifying that it could use a little love, right? It's not quite a 10, it's only an 8. It needs a little love here. You need to give it a little boost, right? So you're applying this energy to this dimension of your own life. Maybe it's saying, well, I've reached the kind of pinnacle of my career. I have career satisfaction. Well, now maybe I want some romantic satisfaction, or maybe I want to like learn a new skill or something, or now I get to work on that book that I've always wanted to work on, you know. So I feel like your journey is not over. even though there is this feeling of contentment and fulfillment and satisfaction somewhere, we're identifying an area of life or the universe that needs a little bump, right? It needs a little boost. This is only an 8 of Cups. I mean, we're going to give it a little bit of our own energy, bump it up to a 9. All right, there you go. So it feels like a real generosity of your time, your effort, your energy, maybe money too. But I feel like it's you're sort of donating love and care and concern for something else. You're identifying something else in life, your life personally, or the life of the people around you, or the world at large, that needs a little bit extra love. You're finding the one plant in the garden, that one plant that needs a little bit extra, needs a little bit extra attention from you. And you're in a position right now where you can give that, okay? I feel like you have a surge of energy right now that it's rather unusual. You got an ace of wands underneath. Well, God, you got enough fire already, right? You got the 10 here, and we have an ace, we have a 9. So it's really interesting, that we have a 9 plus a 1, or a 10 minus a 1, and we get the 9. So there's a connection here. And to me, it feels like the more you give, the more you are replenished. It's very Taoist, right? The more you use, the more you gain. The more you are generous with your energy, the more you spend, the more you earn, right? That's kind of the vibe that we get. So I think that you have this connection with kind of an infinite spiritual source of power. You've connected with something in your life. And it's a way like, I don't know, I feel like even when you're like 120 years old, you're going to appear like a teenager. Like you're one of those people. And I think it's a cliche, it's kind of a stereotype, I guess, where you see someone who's enlightened. Like an old yogi or something, and they're like 100 years old, but they're dancing around, kind of like a Don Juan in the Castaneda books. Really just this old man, but able to do flips and stand on his head and walk on his hands and do all these kinds of histrionics. And it feels like there's an unlimited youthful joy there. Yeah. And maybe it is that kind of youthfulness, or that, I don't know, it's almost like that contentment with life that we get from our 10 of Cups. That makes us feel that we can do anything, makes us feel just happy and vibrant and full of life and full of energy here. So I think the 10 of Cups is your big win. I think that the biggest win of your life is the realization that you don't need anything else. Okay? You're still striving, you're still on a quest, right? You're still in love with things, you still are making sacrifices and working hard, but there is this underlying or this background feeling that life is perfect, I have everything I need, I am full of abundance. Maybe this is an abundance mindset, But I feel like when we can rest in this place in life and feel like right now I don't need anything, right now I'm just in bliss, then I feel like we kind of have a little bit of playful fool energy. I wonder if the mystery card is going to be the fool. We have this sort of vibrant zest for life because I don't need anything. I still want stuff. I can still have goals and aims. I can still have a purpose, But I feel like there's not a need. There's almost like not a seriousness about it. This is a contentment. This is a satiety. This is saying, I have eaten my fill. And now I just get the joy of like going and getting food for other people and watching them enjoy themselves. And yeah, if I get hungry again, I can eat a little bit more, but I'm just now feeling the joy in doing things for other people. You go to the buffet, you go to the restaurant, you go to the buffet, it's like, okay, I'm not starving anymore. I've eaten, my stomach's quiet, I feel good. I feel content. And now I can just sit around and enjoy a cup of coffee or tea or sparkling water or still water, whatever the heck you drink. And I got just a little bit of water with some vitamin stuff in there. And I can just have that conversation. It's like, it reminds me of being at my grandmother's house for the holidays. Everybody comes over, let's say, for, the Christmas, end of the year holidays. And we're Italian, so it was always a lot of food and everyone came hungry. And everyone would come over starving, and we'd eat at probably 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but everyone fasted all day. So 2 o'clock, we're starving. And we just eat. And while we're eating, everybody's quiet. And my great-grandmother, she was 94 when she died. She's still very close to me. I feel her energy every day. She'd always say, "Oh, the food must be good because everybody's quiet," you know. And she would enjoy a quiet dinner table. You know, she didn't like a lot of conversation during dinner. Everybody eat. Everybody's just enjoy that moment with your food and eat. Satisfy yourself. Okay, but you're not leaving the table. You're going to go get seconds if you want, or you're going to just kind of slow down and you're going to sit at the table, and that's when we start talking. That's when we start talking about current events and politics and religion and all the things that we start arguing about. But during the meal, it was relatively quiet, you know. And I think that's kind of what's going on here, you know. I think that it's a contentment with life. It's a deeper soul satisfaction that's allowing you then to enjoy serving other people. That's allowing you to, and maybe you work in a restaurant, maybe you own a restaurant, because it is still, we're putting in maximum effort. We're putting in all of this time and attention to making sure other people get what they need, making sure other people have enough. You know, going around saying, do you need another roll? You know, can I scoop you some more mashed potatoes or something? Finding what other people might be hungry for and devoting our energy to satisfying that hunger. See, it's an 8. It's an 8 of cups. It's kind of like it's boosting other things up. And this not necessarily a hunger. This could be even to perhaps motivate other people. Right? This could be you're a motivational speaker. It could be that you're a consultant that comes in to kind of like rally everybody up, you know, to get everybody motivated, get everybody interested again. Okay? I think that in a way you are an energy worker. You are perhaps teaching other people how to heal themselves, how to become happier people. I think you're like a happiness guru, right? Because the 8 is like, not quite happy. Maybe I don't know why. Maybe you're a psychotherapist or a counselor or something like this. Because the 8 is kind of like, I'm not happy, but I don't really know why. Like nothing's really terrible, but nothing's really great either. I don't know what's going on. But something's just not happy, you know. And so I feel like you want other people to feel happiness and elation. You want to teach other people how to break through their own limitations and obstacles. And of course, that's the 10 of Swords in the future position. It's the breakthrough. The 10 of Swords is the releasing of all the old baggage. The 10 is the birdcage. The 10 is getting out of the birdcage, spreading our wings. So I think that this is you, like helping other people to realize what their limitations are and to tear down the bars of the cage. So you're liberating people. And maybe this is through, you know, spiritual work. Maybe this is about energy work. Kind of a vibrational realignment, okay? But with the Hermit up top, I feel like you could very easily ignore everybody and do your own thing, but you're not the Hermit, right? I think sometimes we sort of, we aspire, this is, in a way, it's almost like the Hermit has come down the mountain to be among the people and to teach the people and to help the people and to just enjoy the people. You know, it's like the Hermit goes off into the mountain, satisfies what their work needs to, requires of them, comes down the mountain now to have the coffee and the tea and the dessert and to talk to people and to, you know, to spread the love around, right? So I wonder if you had a period of time where you did have to retreat from life, to sequester yourself, and now it's kind of like, okay, you know, you did that work. You reached a certain point of contentment or happiness or some kind of resolution. And now you're coming back down the mountain to be with the people, to be with your loved ones, to share what you've learned, to help lift other people up. You have a gift and you're giving it to people. I think that gift came at great personal cost. And I think that you're trying to make up for that in a way, right? So I think you're going un-hermit mode here. Yeah. It feels really good. This energy feels amazing because your general energy is the Lover's card. The Hermit and the Lovers are two different things, right? Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. These readings are totally free. There's a dolphin symbol. You have a dolphin tattoo or like a sticker on something? I feel like there's like a dolphin symbol somewhere right by you right now. Yeah. Your general energy is the Lover's card, a desire to connect, a devotion to other people, family, friend, even if it's a spiritual kind of thing. Maybe you are a preacher, maybe you're a pastor, maybe you are a religious, a clergy person of some kind. Maybe this is a spiritual lineage. Maybe it's a magical or mystical order that you're involved with. Okay, it could be some kind of institution that you are a part of now because you want to give back. Maybe this is you volunteering somewhere, joining some kind of organization that does work for the environment, or you like your Doctors Without Borders kinds of thing, or you're building houses in faraway places. That sort of energy for you. Okay, there's a desire to connect. There's a commitment and a devotion to other people in your life, which is very different than the Hermit. The Hermit, it's similar but different, right? It's the same work. It's the same devotion and the same higher spiritual path that you're on. Okay? You're still the vehicle. You still have the same kind of spiritual goals. But one phase of the work is leaving the world, retiring, sequestering yourself from the world, okay? Stopping the world to do what you got to do. And then comes the phase of reemerging and entering the world again and connecting with people. First, we have to go solo before we can connect. First, we got to be content and we've got to love ourselves and love our life before we can really connect with other people in that full way. The Hermit and the Lover. Okay? I think also, I think the Hermit wants the connection, right? But realizes that there was a need for the sort of solo nature of the path. Okay, and maybe this is us kind of going our own direction for a time in order to heal, in order to develop certain skills or qualities, or become the person that we are today, so that we can be part of this society, right? Re-entering society in a way. It's kind of a prodigal energy. But again, there's the same intention, right? The same intention. And I think that the Hermit is the one that is tending the garden. The Hermit is the one that is planting the seeds and making sure that everything is growing properly, right? So I feel that you're a shepherd in a way, or you're the gardener in a way, right? There's a responsibility. And I think there's a point where sometimes that responsibility has to cut us off from the connection. It's the way a doctor might not be directly, personally, intimately involved with the patients, because trying to do the good work, you can't be that emotionally attached, right? So that could be part of your energy here today too. The Queen of Swords in the position of the environment and the relationships does show a little bit of aloofness, does show a little bit of a disconnectedness. It's almost, again, it's the way the doctor has this purpose to heal people, to cure people, let's say, right? But has to remain a little bit detached and aloof. Yeah. And so there is a little bit of that coldness almost, the way, like, I don't know, I guess the medical thing is really, or the doctor sort of relationship is what I'm most strongly can see related to this. But it's a way of not getting personally, emotionally attached to everybody, because there's this need for distance, okay? I feel like that distance is closing in. I feel like now we're saying, no, it's that we don't need that, and we don't need that distance anymore. So there is an intimacy that's happening in your life. There's a closeness that's being developed with your people, okay? I think you are getting, it's kind of, I don't know, I'm thinking of Hunter Thompson and like the gonzo journalism, right? Where it's not just this like separation, an observation of life. It's now I'm getting in the mix. I'm becoming involved in this. Now I'm part of the story in a way, right? So I wonder if that kind of is a shift, a shift in your energy here. To me, it feels like a leveling up. It feels like we're moving into the next phase of life. And there's not a need for distance. There's not a need for the protecting ourselves from other energies. This is the card of perspective. This is the card of the bigger picture. And maybe that's related to our Ten of Cups too. We're seeing the bigger picture. And seeing that, look, I've got a lot to give other people, that I can use my power to heal people, to help people, to lift people up, to help liberate and free people. Okay? And with the Chariot card here, this is the incubation. It's almost like the gardener is here, planting the seeds, growing the garden, and then taking the harvest back to the people and saying, here, let's eat, let's have a meal, let's share a meal together. You know? But your work maybe does take you away from people for a while. Okay, which makes it all the more sweet when you get back to the people and you're engaged and you re-enter society. You know, I think of like a truck driver. You know, I come from a long line of truck drivers. My father, grandfather, uncles, a lot of cousins and stuff were truck drivers. You know, and it's they go away for weeks at a time sometimes, but then when they come home, it's like you're home, and we're spending all the time together that we can. You know, and of course they bring back gifts, they bring back the paycheck, and it's like and so it kind of feels like that to me, but I don't know if it's literally true for you, of course. The Chariot is the card of, to me it feels like someone like sitting on an egg, you know, someone who is trying to incubate this life, someone that's trying to give birth to the ideal, trying to give birth to this purpose, this higher spiritual mission that you have in life, trying to bring something to fruition. And in that way, it is the hermit that's kind of off tending the garden, planting the seeds. And then the other side of that is, of course, harvesting and sharing the harvest with others. Yeah, in that very generous way. And I feel like this is your higher purpose. You're a vehicle of something. You might be a messenger, you know. What if this is like the mail carrier bringing a letter to the people, you know? It's kind of like you have a higher divine mission, which in a way feels like a bodhisattva energy to me. Someone who has to be here delivering this message cannot yet ascend and withdraw from the world. No, because the world needs your message. The world needs your gift. So this is kind of like you driving around town with this gift, giving it to people, you know. Maybe this is you driving around in a food truck, giving food to people, you know, saying, here's a sample, come to my restaurant, you know, this Friday or something. So I like this energy for you. I like the 9 of Wands here at the end, because it does feel like no matter how much you give, you always have enough. No matter how much you use, you are always replenished, because you have a connection with your purpose. You know what that purpose is, and you're never going to be tired. You'll be worn out. Your body will, you'll be tired, but you will not be exhausted. Does that make sense? We can be tired. I can be sore. I could be in need of a shower and a good night's sleep and a bowl of ice cream, but I'll never be fully exhausted. Right? Exhausted to me feels like there's nothing left. But see, we don't feel that here. I don't feel like there's an exhaustion. I feel like there's a replenishing. I feel like the more you are generous with your energy, the more energy you have, the more energy you feel. Okay? Very interesting energy for you right now, Scorpio. Let's take a look at the mystery card. I wonder if this is going to be the Death card, your superpower card. I wonder if it's going to be a 6. I think a 6 of Cups would be great, because that's like community. That's like sharing and connecting with people, you know? That's my vote. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments down below. Let's take a look. Oh, it is the Tower. The Tower, to me, feels like revelation. It feels like you have seen the truth. You're coming back down the hill to spread the good word. You know, that you've seen the truth and now you're speaking the truth. So there is a revelation, and I wonder if you are a bit of a spiritual prophet, like a modern day prophet here. I wonder if you are channeling some divine information for the rest of us. Okay? I feel that way, and I feel that the more you're able to communicate your message, the more it's going to come surging through you. It feels like you are a conduit. You are just the wire through which the electricity is flowing, you know. And so I feel like this is maybe an unexpected duty, you know, an unexpected kind of purpose that you've been tasked with by Spirit. I don't think you were ready for it, but I think that you can handle it. You're like a big enough gauge wire that you can handle the current. I feel like you are channeling in a new spiritual current. Yeah. And that's something definitely takes serious. And also, it does feel like this is a connection with an infinite power source that, again, yeah, the more you use, the more you get. You know, because there's perpetual energy here for you. So I like that. Now, we're going to do an extended reading. We'll do an I Ching reading. We'll do some oracle cards. There is a link up top and there's a link down below. New readings for Scorpio, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Be sure to watch both readings. Watch your next reading because I want to see how this energy unfolds. Okay? So stay tuned for the next reading. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. These readings are free. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if this is resonating with you. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.